What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live! Season 8, episode 26. Well. Still crying. I'm just so happy to be here. No. Saturday morning live, y'all. So, kind of had a crazy morning, but you know, that's just what it is. What it is. Lock force assemble! I don't know if you're here today. I don't think he is. I know I'm forgetting something. Hold on. Yes, it's been hot. Those really hot days when a cool breeze comes through and it's not really, normally it wouldn't be cool, it would just be normal, but when it's super hot outside and you get that whoof, you're like, whoa, and then this light comes down, which is actually the sun still coming down on you, but you know what I mean. I felt one of those Thursday. And it lasted for about 18 seconds. I'm trying to figure out why there's a car in the back parking lot here. And for some reason, it did not. It caught him. 58. That's got to be him, but it's not pulling up the footage for me. Ah! Okay, yeah, we'll have to see if we have the blanks. Yeah, you just need copies. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Where was I? Are you gonna pull it up here? Oh, you know, I know who that is. Never mind. That's the shoe dude. He 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 bamboozled me the other day by switching up his vehicle. He usually drives a truck, and then a car started appearing. And that's like the third day in a row that I've literally tried to investigate who that black car is. It's him. What you peeking across the street for? So there's a lady peeking across the street into the door. She's not open. I just saw something, I don't know, randomly came up, but if you know what Moe's Southwest Grill is, it's like a illegal burrito, or it's like a burrito Tex-Mex place where they make the burrito to your order, like a Subway. Everybody knows what a Subway is, but burrito style. Yeah, they're behind like 70,000 in rent. And the rent for that spot is only like 8 grand. Well, only. The rent for that spot is 8 grand a month, which is ridiculous. So that means they're like 6 months behind. Yeah. So we're about to not have, which is fine. That place is shit anyway. And it is corporate, but it's franchised corporate. So and none of them have ever lasted in Jackson longer. That's actually the longest lasting one in Jackson. Come to think about it. The first one, the owner of, let's just say misspent his money. And, blow. Hookahs. No, I don't know. That was the word on the street anyway. This one, I don't know, but, I just don't like a restaurant where they yell at you when you walk in the door. Well, your mouth, fuck you, shut up, make my burrito. You ain't gotta yell at me. Damn. Anyway, that's a lot behind in rent, so they're about to get kicked out. I wonder if I'm gonna, no, they don't use us anymore. That whole shopping complex, ever since they got bought out by the Jeff, they use their own people, so whatever. So yeah, that's a shame. And that parking lot stays busy AF too. I don't understand why. Well, I guess shit food. I guess that's the reason. Oh, we need to go connect. We need to go connect. JBot is not connected. Thank you for that little notification. Okay, JBot, come back to us. I'm having problems with some lights down here. They're my front lights on the floor. One of them, well, they had electrical issues yesterday. Which meant they had to shut the power down to the whole building for something. I don't know what the hell was going on. Because I wasn't here all freaking... Well, when I was here, I was doing antique locks to get these MFers out of here, as the thumbnail suggests, you and I. And you, 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 and you. Not you. You can just go now. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Have to buff some keys and stamp some keys and bag some locks and keys. So that's what I'm about to do so that I can get these motherfuckers out of here because I'm sick of them. I'm taking a vacation from this. I still got one big fella that I got to do that we'll take a look at. I've already formed the key for it. And then I got this thing that I got to put a spring in. So, I could have done anything else with my life, but oh no, I get to mess with the old shit nobody else wants to mess with. It's turning out to be pretty lucrative, but regardless of the fact, I'm so tired of it. I would rather be doing literally anything else. Like, 2 days ago, it was like, and I was going to do a little clip of the video because I used a covert instruments column. I figured, hell, might as well get a clickbait video out there, right? I was like, I would rather go to the hood to a gas station and break in than sit here and keep doing this. And I did just that. Went to the hood. And then another one. Oh my God. I spent 2 hours on an emergency. Oh my God, we can't get in. I spent out of 2 hours working on the door because I had to do a whole bunch of other crap to it because it's an emergency. But oh my God, look, this is falling apart and this is falling apart and that's falling apart. Everything's fucking falling apart while you're here, which they didn't. I had to. On that one, I kind of while I'm here myself because I do it for the health of the store so that there's not a big issue later, which the owners appreciate. So I'm allowed to make those calls, and I made that call. And so the 2 hours, out of 45 minutes of the 2 hours, it was me spent saying, no, they're not open, no, they're not open, no, they're not open. That was for a while. And no, we can't come in. Nope, it's not open yet, not open yet. Get away from my van, get away from my van. Get out of the store, get out of the store. Get away from my van. Don't touch that. get away from there, leave the parking lot. That went on for a solid 45 minutes, like a whole conglomeration of that. Uh, yeah, it's been gas station week. Who would have thought it? You've got a 1920s Bentley. Shit, that's a toughie. Those ignitions usually didn't come apart. You had to impression them. I hope Mrs. California understands 15-minute parking. All right, let's go say hey to everybody real quick, and then we'll start buffing keys. Yay! Rune in the house, outlaw, Chevy dude, me. Oh yeah, Gumby Roar here. Hey, what's up? You ain't got nothing to do today, huh? Or right now, anyway. Now you've been out because of your various Saturday tasks. Next week is July 4th, Independence Day for the good old USA. I don't know what's going to happen here. Kim reminded me that I actually streamed live from home so I wouldn't come up here. I don't know if I want to do that. So who knows? Yeah, I didn't realize that until somebody told me like 2 days ago, and I was like, shit. What's up, Mr. T? Mike Finley in the house. What's up, Dave? Today was the hottest day in Denmark. Ooh. 37 Celsius is going to put that at about 85, right? 90? 85? Just guessing. Davania, what's up? You're close to 50% humidity. What is our temperature in Jackson, Mississippi today? 86 feels like. We have a pretty good cloud cover going out there, so the sun's not beating down too hard. High is going to be a 92, and the humidity is at 74%, 75% dew point, so 74% climbing steadily. Basically, it's not bad right now, but if the sun was out, it would instantly go real bad. You can like literally, like if you get thirsty, you can just go outside and literally inhale the moisture in the air. Curto, what's up? Kevin K knows. Anthony, what's up? Kane. Tire Butcher Boy, what's up? Matt, good morning to you. Ferrero, good morning. Anybody over at the Aloha way still? They got a show going on today, don't they, right now? Well, 2 hours back. So it's, no, 3 hours. 2 hours back from here. So that's 9:18 right now. I guess probably shows starting up over there. Good luck to everybody. They had a show yesterday, too. I was watching Vorsi's post. He's there. GQ Man, MSC, Pyro. What's up, Pyro Lock? Never seen you in stream before. King Classic, what's up? Doused, good morning. You Canadians don't have to worry about this. I know it gets hot up there, but the hot and humidity. Oh my God, you're gonna glare me with your windshield there. Windshield. Whoa, where's my cameras? You piece of shit. Yeah, they're closed. Go away. Great. Hold in. Use my spot. to go to the record store, and now I got a glare because of it. I got sunglasses. Oh. I'm gonna go with some Locksmith Paradise sunglasses. The squeaky chicken song? Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I've got my own, I'm not musically inclined as far as that. I've got one coming up. Doesn't involve, it may somewhat involve chickens just because of me, but I'm gonna have a locksmith version of that. I know that, yeah, I may just send it off to somebody to do. Days are getting shorter. Pete, what's up? Who'd I miss? Dave? I said, hey. Guarded, what's up? Well, what was that other? Okay, he pulled off. What was that other? What? I heard him say something while they said this. Okay, well, hello, new subscriber. Thanks for joining in. We appreciate it. And you should be able to chat in 5 minutes if you're so inclined to. If not, then welcome to the channel. Anyway. Yeah, it's hard to team up with people in Luck Force because we're spread out freaking everywhere. That would be a monumental task. But I always said that if I ever win that $1 billion lottery thing, that everybody will get a ticket. It'll still be a pain in the ass to do, but at least it won't be as expensive, right? We could all like literally meet up for a day, fly everybody somewhere. We'll have our own show. And if I win that much money, like way more than that, like then we'll all everybody have some spending money too. Oh, thank you, poking the Moses annoying. I know, I hate that. Key man, what's up? Who else? Scroll. Zoe. We have to. Work was 1975. Damn, that's a long time. 37 is actually 98.6. Thank you for the conversion to normal. Normal, whatever units there are, regardless of what you say, Rune. 98.6. That is kind of hot. We're starting a flooding thing here. I mean, it's like the old hippie told me in Daytona Beach, Florida, 30 years ago. When you live on a river, and he was like from Australia or something, but he was like an old Australian hippie. He had the accent and everything. Well, when you live on a river, it's going to flood. And I guess no truer words have been spoken. We have a river right there, and it floods. But that is why I bought both a business, which happened to be just happenstance. We're on a hill, and I'm on a hill. Everywhere I am is on a hill. So wherever I'm stuck, I'm pretty sure I won't get flooded. If so, everybody's fucked. It would be like Waterworld at that point, because we're on a hill right here. We're like a really high elevation for Jackson. Yeah, we'll just charter a jet. It have to be several though. I mean, you're talking rooms that's like a 16-hour flight from 12 to 15. I don't know how long it is. It's like 12 to 15-hour flight, I'm sure. All right, let's go ahead and switch to not that screen. I have not put up this camera yet, so let me get it fired up. Let me get it fired up. We'll go ahead and check in on the cameras, actually. Is everything working okay? Yep. California, I bet. does not understand 15 minutes. It looks like we are. I've got the Bajizzy camera pointed this way, so I'm going to probably need to pull the mic over. Normally when I'm over here doing stuff, I just pull the mic out. So let me get some extra cable here. If I lose my microphone, if you will, Rune, go ahead and fire off an alert for me. I just turned it up. Should be on. Should be good. But just to verify it. Okay, how much cord have I got? I got that much cord. All right, okay, we're going to stay right there until I'm ready. Let me get this up. And at some point, I'm still going to be jolted by the notification more than likely. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I got to find another siren. I mean, it is what it is. We kind of know what it is. I guess we changed it now. Just like I moved my sandpaper. I was like, for years, I had certain sandpaper on this shelf way in the back. Well, that's not way in the back, but halfway back there. I had it right there. That's where it lived for 100 years or 15. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move it to this bin over here behind the behind this with sandpaper on it because there's other sandpaper in there. Yeah, guess where I went to look for it, and then I got really mad at myself because I remembered that I moved it, but I couldn't remember where I'd moved it to. So I had to look around for my plastic. I figured it was on my tool, like I've got my my Rolly tool bin, Red Rolly tool. Did I ever name that guy? Tool Red Rolly? Hey, we're going to be standing right here. So we're going to make sure to jump up to a full screen on that one. Hey, is this a bad key?
This better be a bad key.
I did 9 locks and I burnt 4 keys, not counting my guide key. You know what? I'm going to make a screen for this. Let's do this. I got to make a new screen for that real quick. So, let me see. Studio mode, thank you. And what is this? Work. Guess it would help to plug it in. All right, let's go with. Oh, I left that little red arrow. Let's get the arrow out of here. The arrow is good to have. I'm glad I thought about that. All right, so we're gonna make a new screen based off of this guy. Work 2 is good. Work 2. I've got so many damn scenes in this program now. All right, so work 2. And let's make this a little bit bigger. No point seeing that. No point seeing that. Just like that. Hey, good timing. California came back. All right, let's plop this screen up. View. All right, so if I need to move this behind that, yep, just like that. Excuse me while I talk to myself, but since y'all are here, I'm not really talking to myself, right? All right, and let me get the mobile comment section going as well. And move the microphone. Don't come unplugged. Hey, look, y'all. The comb picks work. That's the video that I'm gonna do. Got to have a tension wrench underneath that son of a bitch, so otherwise it ain't gonna work. All right. I think that's gonna work. Let's move that up just a little bit more. Yep. Right there. I can adjust the camera accordingly. All right, let's go ahead and transition into that. That's chaotic. Hold on. Wasn't quite done there. Keep our GoPro up down here. And we can actually tuck the upper behind that. Okay. What's up, Miko? Copenhagen to Jackson is 29 hours. Damn. That's like a lot of hours. All right, let me pull myself up here. No, I'm gonna be stamping. We can't go right there. Well, that's like a lot of hours. Nope. Okay, nope. Nope. Where can we go? Yes, I could go here. Move this back, move this over, and then like, yeah, perfect. All right, so let me double check all the viewpoints here. Make sure the volume's okay. If I can get a thumbs up on that. I can bring this a little bit closer, but not too much. So I could also reroute it, but if you can, it may be picking up pretty bad on the AC, honestly. Yeah, let me reroute the cable. Rerouting. That'll give us an extra couple of inches. Everybody likes an extra couple of inches. Of course, I am going to be hammering, so. There S8E lock and key. Good. We only are open and store on Saturdays. We come out Monday through Friday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where is it located? Okay. The service charge to come out is 85. If you have the existing key that fits the locks and you're just needing a rekey, it's usually 15 per cylinder. It's wherever a key goes in. So if you have a double cylinder deadbolt on the door that locks on the inside with the key, that would be considered 2 cylinders. If you have a handle set or a decorative door or iron doors, sometimes those can be more expensive to rekey, ranging from 25 to 35 each. Okay. It's extra per cylinder, yes sir, if you don't have the existing key. Are they locked? You can have one. Okay, well then in that case it just adds a few extra dollars per cylinder usually. So 15 will turn into 18. Monday through Friday we have to set up an appointment. So I'd have to check the schedule for Monday. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. So, due to a number of reasons, mostly of which involves Mount Boxmore, I can't get to my buffer. And while it would be a good idea to do that, I've just kind of been like, whatever, I'm just going to sand these things. And that's what I did the last batch of it. And that's what we're doing here. So I've got the stamp. Each one of these guys has a freaking number on the face of the log. So I'm stamping them like that. So this guy, what I'm doing here is checking to make sure I'm square, which I should be on most of them. And all they need is a final polish, except for one of them, which got polished up because it was an entirely fascinating structure there. Christmas tree structure. Plus, it just makes them work that much better. So, let's go ahead and move this over here a little bit. Get this into camera view. And then hopefully I can clean up this hot mess of files that's behind it. These are, yes, you were correct. Good out. Moser blanks turned into double bit because that's all you can do. That is all you can do nowadays. Here's the original. Which I think I posted a video thing on this. But yeah, you just have to modify. And I've got one left. Like I ordered a bag, and then I was like, hey, I got really worried there at the end as well that I was going to not actually. Hold on, let me do this real quick. That I was gonna be screwed on the blanks. How many do I have there? 9, 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is also why I've not been able to get any videos out this week. Worth much, because I've been doing this in my spare time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of these. There go my clean hands. What's up, Sushi? We're because again, and I know somebody's gonna be like, wait a minute, why aren't you just using a buffer? Because I can't get to it. I've got one, and I've always meant to move it to a readily accessible spot. However, I've never done that. I don't know why. It really needs to be beside the grinder, right? Grind, buff, only makes sense. Nope, mine's still buried underneath the only available bench surface area that I used to have for it was back there. Really needs to come up. Maybe I'll get around to that one day after having to do this. So, yeah, what I do with these is I get them just as, pretty much as clean as I can. Go from 240 to 600. Takes about a minute per blank on top of the gazillion hours spent actually making the keys themselves. And if the owner so chooses to buff his own blanks, aside from being very warny and cautious about it, because those little cotton, depending on what kind of cotton, and that's another reason why I don't like the buffer, is it's messy as shit, and it sticks all up in my arm is right in the way of this camera. Let's turn this. I want to see if we can go this way. Will this help? So let's try that view. And make sure the camera's still working. There we go, perfect. Look at that. Oh, damn. Yeah, after doing all this, then I'm gonna be like, I'm not doing this again like this. So I need to fix the buffer situation. But I'm not at all that interested in them being pretty, and then 1200. I'm more interested in them working because they will buff themselves with use, right? Oh, we need to get to this point. They'll actually, the device will or the anvil will actually scratch it up on the opposite side. But going back to what I was saying was that red buffin compound that it uses, it sticks to these keys so bad, and it gets all up in here, and you end up having to wash the key afterward. That's one reason why I don't like that stuff. I have a Dremel right behind me with a buffing wheel attached to it. Am I going to use it? No. See, clean, no mess. Just grab a paper towel. Give everybody one last squirt. I have to order Houdini, come to think about this. Just spray everything, all right? Yeah, these are Harbor Freight. I bought one and then I was like, I don't know why I just didn't buy two. This one's an actual good one. I can't remember the brand. Or, no, I don't know how that's an old one. I know that. All right, bags. Well, 4 of these had to come apart. 4 of these had bent bolts. That was very irritating. All right, next. Stamping time. What number are we? Oh, ew. 152. On this side. I can see I need to file right there too. Miss spot 52. Wait, right? Ain't nothing I'd want to do worse is fuck up a key just by stamping it the wrong number. Let me check it. Let's verify before I stamp. Yep, okay. I thought about that. I was like, stamping a quickset key wrong is one thing. Stamping one of these is a whole different story. 152. Maker's mark. This one really needs a sandwich for sure. I don't know. I've had that buffer back there forever. I've never liked buffing anything, honestly. An anti-buffer. Rather do it by hand. So, speaking of by hand, did you see that thing jump right out of my hand? Jumped right out of my hand. This must have been one of my first ones. We'll be glad to get all these files off of this area. It's just stupidity. I don't have a camera up over there. Let's say, where is there other parking? There's got to be other parking somewhere out there. But I don't know. Right beside it's a 15-minute spot. I wish these had different color backing. At one time I had like 5 different grades of it. And as you're working on stuff, you eventually just like have it out like this, and you don't know whether that's 600 or 1200. You kind of look at it closely to tell, but glad that I was able to live up to the title of today's video. Wait, did I? Okay, I was making sure I had that retracted in. Those little tabs, by the way, in case you're wondering, those little tabs that pop out are only on swivel pins. So when it goes in, it pushes them and makes them pop out. They're not spring loaded or anything like that. Okay, I can already say I need to put these in a safer place than on the edge of the counter. And I need to go pull that 15-minute sign down. Somebody's supposed to be bringing a Polaris key in too. 198. Oh, that one's right on the edge. Where's all my flashlights? $198. Yeah, that's gotta be 198. We're gonna go with 198. Let's just verify there are no other 198s before we do that. So that is, what the fuck is that? 148, 141, 142, 140. Sensing a theme here. 230 something. We're gonna go with 198 and 145. This better not be some prelude to something like this just being a portion of the locks, because I already fully intended to tell him I'm not doing these again. This is not going to be a thing. We're going to go 198. Bonk. Oh my god, my stamp sets don't come with a 9. That was a little high. So, this font, we know what it's hard to read on the lock. There was one of the single bit ones that I did. It was garbled, like it had 150, and then it looked like 8 and 5 stamped on top of each other on the actual lock itself. And then I realized that there was another one that was very similar. Like I was going to guess, okay, 154, but there was already a 154. So I was like, what do I do? I literally mimicked their misstamp. I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to stamp over a 8 with a 5 or whatever I did. And that's what you get. It matches exactly, damn it. I think some of these need a little bit heavier initial scratch sand. But again, I'm just cleaning it up enough to not look half scratched up. Matching scratches, right? All right, 600. I've always been kind of like when I'm sharpening knives or chisels for that matter, I always only do like a minor medium. I guess it's impatience. Like, okay, that's enough. Let's just go straight to a finer grit. So if you have 3 diamond hones, you've got red, blue, and yellow, and the yellow being the medium grit, I go blue to finer. I'm not a medium grit kind of guy. Either light or heavy. I think this might be the most work that I've had to do on live in a while. But I really want these all packed up, ready to go for Monday morning. And I don't want to do it after live, so guess what? During live is the only feasible way for me to do this. And not have to screw around with it Monday morning. What's up, Fred? All right, bagged up number 3. This guy back here, we don't have a key for yet. Just getting started. All right, next. What was this? 48. 48. 40. I need a new set of these. Not because they didn't last, it's because I ground a couple of them out. The little notch, I always put a notch on the bottom of the stamp so that I can feel it. And, oh, this one's not bad. But now I'm thinking actually a different font. That's kind of a unique font, and I'm not fond of a couple of the versions. Like the number 4 is kind of weird. There's another couple of them. They ended up being good stamps. Oh, the R. My set came with that R, and he sent a replacement R, but it doesn't seem like it's quite the same. I think they had a minor change in their manufacturing. And the number 5, my number 5 is somehow got messed up. So on my next order to steelstampsinc.com, I'm going to add a couple more fonts to my, because I need more stamps, right? Everybody needs more stamps. You're gonna be like, Jason, you spent way more time on that first key than you did those last keys. So, script. Oh yeah, that was the Christmas tree. Who's the Christmas tree? You are. So basically, there's these two little tabs right here. They're just, there's no spring or anything on them. When it comes in, they pull in. Watch. Okay, so boop, they pull in. Then when they go back out, basically they're just, this is pushing up against that to make them flip out. And then they stay out. As far as how the alignment goes with the object that this guy is locking is a whole different story. Any little variation in that could cause it to be getting messed up, I would think. Which is probably why the bolts were bent on a few of them. All right, 141. Hello.
Hey,
What can we help you with?
I got called about about getting 2 keys made to the 2023 Polaris 4.
Okay.
7 and 7. And it says, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. And what that means is just pray and your questions will be received and answered. We're not perfect. We're going to mess up. We're going to sin. But our job is to pray and give it to God. I know you've heard the saying, God will not give you anything that you can't handle. But that's false. He will give you problems that you can't handle so you can seek Him and God can handle anything.
Life moves pretty fast.
You are going to make such a great mother. He said mother. Good. If y'all want to, when y'all free come, y'all can make me a little list. And y'all can put it right here. So when I go and shop is 3 hours. So if your mom and you see stuff and you're like, oh, this is what you really, really gonna need, put it in my ear so I can check. I'm going to get everything. We're going on like $5,000 shopping. So whatever we can get with $5,000, we get. And like stuff for the nursery too, like shelves, stuff for the wall. Like you can put that on there, not just for bags. All right. And it was in the total part. This is from my godfather and brother. Which how we're doing it? Oh, we're doing it after this. I'm gonna put that there. Okay, so oh, happy baby carrier. She's so random. Oh, it's a nose for you. Oh, what? 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 I'm not doing this. Yeah, you got something this month. I'm not doing that. So wherever you breathe, you just gotta remember you gotta squeeze it outside of the nose. Don't squeeze it while it's in the nose. You gotta squeeze it out here, put it in the nose, and suck it out the hole. What? Why we? This baby is foolish. Like this baby is foolish. No, like go like this. Get your ass up. Post about your products. So that's what I'm saying. You went down there on some childish shit. She was trying to put your foot one, and you being a kid. You should have stayed at home. Oh wow. Kid. Instead of trying to get the big. So that's what I'm saying. You went down there on some childish shit. She was trying to put your foot one, and you being a kid. You should have stayed at home. Oh wow. Kid. Instead of trying to go to the big. So that's what I'm saying. You went down there on some childish shit. She was trying to put your foot one, and you being a kid.
Closest blank out there for this one is
Huh?
the closest version I have of this. I give it about an 80% chance of working. You want to do two or just the one? They're $7 each.
Okay, Pooh, you like you don't see this phone now. Pooh,
Yeah.
he said the closest he got to it, the closest drink he got to it, he said it'll be an 80% chance that it'll work to the 4-wheeler. Do you want one or do you want two?
How much they is?
$7 a piece.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna do,
Yeah.
we're gonna do two. Okay, send the 50. Pay me the $50.
1.5. That's all I got.
Get on my phone, Pooh.
255. All right, 1404. Oh, you want to get this too?
Okay. Yep. Oh, you put them on. No, man, I didn't know you gonna put them on one.
Okay, 1404. this dickhead and his girlfriend, I think, did this last week. You know what? Everything's still working. It's amazing. Lord. Where was I? Was I on 600? I feel like this is dirtier than it would have been if I would have started. Oh, they're finally left, huh? Did I miss this? I think I missed the 240 on this one. Ken Nixon, I'm buffing keys to make them look good and presentable when I present them with this huge ass bill. And they have to get ready for shipment, returned anyway. So I am lessening the file marks and stuff on them. Final check, final bag up. Wait, did I stamp? Fuck, I didn't stamp this one yet. What was this? Why didn't somebody say something? That's why I never did get to the 240, because I never stamped it. 141. 141. 141. See what I mean? Like I grounded on the wrong side. Oh! So I still have accidentally done a 4 sideways. Because you can't really smooth that out. Alright, let's go back to the 1200. 600. Okay, let me get into a habit here. 600 here, 1200, 600, 240, 1200. Okay. So the stamping messed it up on the other side. Why? Stamp before you buff. I suppose I could get like a 1500 grit and like do a Houdini sand at the very end. Come here. And next, you're up next. What's up, real tater? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. One 42, 142, 142. One 42, 142, 1, or correct way, 2, maybe I have to do this side first. Much less grabby. And you had asked when I was buffing keys also, you did catch the fact that I literally made all these keys, right? Like, people just didn't send me their locks with keys to buff. Like, they came with no keys. I don't know if you caught that or not, but just so you know. Oh, what's going on with everybody besides the heat? Any new exciting projects y'all have going on? One of these is already done, so we've only got two left now, not counting that one. would be it right here. Oh, look at that beauty. That's a beauty, all right. Please do not pry anything with your effing key. Look, suck back in, bruh. Talk about having a deep cut in the shoulder, right? It's my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree one. Two more. One more. On the last, next to the last one. Because this one is a crappy same key that you use for master locker locks. And yeah, you can't really buff metal like that, you know. It's just is what it is. But that blank was closest I had that fit it pretty okay, that I had a bunch of. Meaning I'm able to still get them. I have been moving my board ever since before this started. I had moved my safe deposit box keys from where I had them to underneath the auto, so they'd be easier to get to, and I've been rehanging them and sorting them and putting measurements on the tags, trying to get that whole area back up to speed. And I realized how very few I had. I've got a lot of them, but I'm getting down on the ones that are the important ones. But I have a crap load of them that have grooves in them for different safe deposit boxes, like the security boxes and blue. They all have grooves in them, and we don't see any of those anymore, really. So they're kind of useless to me. Right, forgot to stamp. Stamp it, Jason! 140. 140. And I don't like the O's on that stamp set either. Oh, they're stupid looking O's. Like they don't go along with the theme. Supposed to be 600. Supposed to be 600. Righty. Looking good on this one. When I'm cutting, I try to be as careful as possible. But the head always still needs to be shinied up, in my opinion. no matter what, because you're changing the color. The keys are half dark, half light, so this at least evens it back up, so that it'll wear accordingly and get probably shiny. Oh, that's beautiful. So shiny right there. It's so slick too. That one glossed up really nicely. I don't know why, but it's so slick. This is the one that had the severely bent bolt. It does not go all the way in by itself. This thing didn't even work before I got a hold of it. Like it was jammed out. Something fierce. I was like, oh, I don't know about that one. That one looks like he's going to be trouble. And indeed, he was trouble. But it pulls almost all the way back in. I think there's some kind of there's this little weird thing on the inside that swivels. There's like this extra part that these usually don't have. And oh, last one. And not much of a bidding on this one. All right, that is 230. Heck, 236. 236. You were the last one. 236. You are the last of them. 236. No, that's a 5. Shit. It's alright. Can change a 5 to a 6 pretty good. We're not going to talk about that. Like that other lock. 230, blah, blah, blah. 230 blah, 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 something. It's definitely between 230 and 239. $230 was also not much of a key. Just 2 depths there. Or 010, 0110 is if you wanted to go 1 through 0 through 4. Which actually there's 5 depths in these guys. From what I can tell, because of that Christmas tree. That Christmas tree had a number 5 in it. And it's deeper than all of it. It's very uncommon. Yeah, that just sucks. Shut up. I'm not going to talk about it. Don't talk about that. We're not going to talk about it. We didn't see that. Of course, on the last one, too, right? I am retaining my setup key for these. Not that I'm ever going to have to use it again, because I better not get any more of these in. Uh-oh. Hey, does air Houdini work as well as liquid Houdini? You know, one thing you got to give to Houdini out of anything is you're not gonna. I've never run across one where the aerosol went out before the actual lubricant went out. Have you? You know, like some cans, the freaking air, the propellant or whatever you want to call it, will run out well before, and you can fill half a can of liquid in there, but you can't get it out because there's no propellant. Pisses me off. Never run across one, not that I can remember anyway. Maybe one. I've used a lot of Houdini, so it's hard to say that I have not done that, have not run across one. All right, and then this stupid guy. Again, the key had to be cut down quite a bit. It's key retaining. So I don't know if it's vertical or horizontal. One lever. Well, it's actually 3 levers. 1, 2, 3 levers, but 2 of those levers are no cuts. So it's 1 lever. And it has to stick out, so let's hope it'll fit down in this guy. And we can finally take a look at this other Y and T. Y and T. You gonna get in here? You can do it. You can do it. Ha. You don't get a number. Oh, I guess I already stamped you. All right, you're good to go then. Let me go ahead and grab a box for all those. Get the box that I've been keeping them in. And I'm not 100% sure. I think this is a number 18. It had this around it, but the number tore off. So I don't know if this one and that round one were together. But here's all the freaking single-sided ones that I did. These were way worse than the double B. You're gonna be like, how are those worse than double lever? You had to do. These were bad. I mean, I hate these with a passion. If he sends me any more of these, I'm gonna just send them right back. Very, very difficult. And you're like, Jason, there's literally only F these locks, because these little son of a bitches. They go from millionths of a millimeter difference. Like if you breathe on the blank too hard while you're cutting it, it's off. Like what? Like literally wasted more time working on these by double those, and there's only like 8 of these. I hate these son of a bitches with a passion. 4 lever. There's one with 4 lever. 1, 2, 3, 4. So close. Ew. Such close tolerances. The lever width was slightly wider than my blade on my machine. So that means you had to go all, and they're so closely packed together that it made it, if you were off by any little bit this way or this way, you were screwed. So we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of I hate you, you suck, go to hell locks. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for hitting the microphone. 5, 6, 7, 8. Where'd you go? 8. And 9 of the you still kind of suck, go to hell locks. 1 of that guy, so it was 9 double, single, lever, 1, round, simple, and then this guy. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna look at this guy. Probably will be my Monday morning task. Or I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out. What time is it, y'all? Let me see. 12:48. 12:48. We are gonna wrap it up. We did what we said we were gonna do today. This is a York, I believe, blank. I cut the nipple. It uses a very long nipple because it's a very thick bottom. I could have even longer of a nipple here. And I thought about it, but then I was like, I'm getting pretty close. The face of the lock's always going to come out. It's right there, so that means this is going through whatever thickness this is, and I can't afford much more of that, right? So the nipple's just going to have to be like it is there. All right, we're going to take a peek inside with not that screwdriver. Not that screwdriver. Well, I think it's loose. I think we'll be okay. I didn't tighten it down. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I would always use the correct driver size if I was unscrewing this for the first time, but I've had it unscrewed, and I knew that I wouldn't. So don't ever do that with the wrong size screwdriver. All right, we have no wards on the inside. Oh, shit, there we do. Oh, son of a bitch, right there. Son of a bitch. Wait, what are those? Those are guides, I guess. Look, what are those guides for? Technically, I could do this through the keyhole without ever taking it apart. But we do have a sprung right there. You see it? I don't know if that's for me opening it previously or what, but the guy should be on that side. So we're going to take this guy out. See, this is literally a big version of those little locks. This is a big version of those locks that we just did. Thought I was through with these, but it's literally the same thing. Alright, so that one was down, the next one's up, then the next one's down, and the next one's up. Get out of there. Thank you. However, on this one, because we have such a thick body, I'm going to go ahead and mark what I'm going to be doing. Come on out. Doop, 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 and doop. Since we're in here, right? So this is exactly what I'm glad I actually got to look at this because this is exactly, come on now, the same thing as those other ones, just in a larger format. This one has a geared mechanism under there, though. That's pretty interesting. The other one did not have a gear, or the other ones did not have a gear. It just had, it had this with a tab that went on it. So that's shit. Shit. No wonder that was acting weird when I was trying to. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so while I'm here, let's go ahead and grab a pair of tweezers. I want to see if this gear. I know I'll stop mid-sentence. Heck. What I'm doing here is I'm marking both sides of where that stops, so I'll know where to start cutting my first lever. I'm going to pull that out and inspect it. Presumably, right here, right? Yep, that checks out. So, I wanted to test it. 'Cause sometimes it throws you off because of the depth or whatever that's involved there, but needed to check that before we did this. Right there. Yep, right there. We're good. We're good. We'll put this guy back. Nope, that did not go back the right way. Get in the hole. So when we're cutting this guy, this whole area.
Jason, here's your reminder. Watch out for vehicles. Jason, here's your reminder. Watch out for vehicles.
This is our no cut zone. SE lock and key. This is SE lock and key. You need to report a theft of your money.
Fix the
until I paid the $60, but they could take the $60 out of the money that I got in the bank. Because I had to transfer my money from Bank Plus because they were stealing it. Somebody from California stole $1,000 from me, but LifeLock got it back.
Okay.
They gave me $4,000
Ma'am.
on top.
Ma'am, this is a locksmith company. I can't help you with anything like that. This is not LifeLock.
This number.
Okay.
What's your number? 3136200.
No.
0521.
No.
They gave me the wrong. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. You're getting scammed, ma'am. You were getting scammed every which way. Alright. Alright. This guy goes back in first. Smush you down. We can only hope that at least two of these. That does not look like. These two look the same. We can only hope these are. Or, 0 depth. Which that one does not look 0 depth. That looked like. Look like a 1 or a 2. Oh no, it jumped. Alright, so then down. That is gonna need to be cut on this side. Oh man, look at that. It does not have it since it's captured within the bolt. That's actually pretty unique. The levers are within the bolt, so it's not gonna. Huh, interesting. I find that very fascinating. That is going to be a deep one then. It's already putting a mark in it. Look at that. Oh, super good impression. I could probably just impression this. In fact, on one of those, I actually used the candle more than I did the. Wait, let me go back and look at this one before I cover it up. I just want to make sure one thing here. Yeah, that's going to have to be a deep cut. Fairly deep, anyway. All right, next lever back in. Up. All right, so there's one of our zero or ones. It's not going to need much cutting at all. That's good. That not hard. I guess it did. Yes, this one went up. This one's supposed to go down. When I took this out, this was facing. Why did I put that on upside down? Hey,
How's it doing?
what can we help you with?
Uh, Let me show you something I had. Some guy told me to come by here. So I got a door. That's what I got right there on the outside.
Okay.
And it's okay,
Uh-huh.
but this handle, it goes down before it catches. You know, it just you can't turn it, it go down, then it catch, then you open it.
Okay. So
And I'm
this
trying to
is
figure out what would I need.
how how far down do you have to turn?
It go all just almost to the bottom before it catches where you can open the door. It just don't, you know.
So the latch may be wearing out on the inside where that is. It's a common problem with that brand.
Mm-hmm.
This has been on the door for a while,
Yeah,
huh?
it been on since 2007.
Uh, it's more than likely loose on the inside. There's two common problems with that. The latch wears out on the inside, or the mechanism on the inside that attaches. From the outside, is the thumb thing hard to open too, or?
Hmm. Now the further outside you hit that latch down, it opens up. You know, you just push that, it open right up.
Okay,
It's
well,
just
it
on the
looks
inside.
loose right now, so more than likely just needs to be taken apart and put back together.
Come on, this part here.
Yes. See how it's standing off the door right there? It's
Mm-hmm.
loose. So typically on these, there's a screw, Allen-headed screw on the inside of a hole. Allen wrench, hex wrench.
Any Allen wrench or head wrench.
Yeah, depending on the age, there it might be metric though. Some of the very first renditions of them were metric, but uh, just an Allen wrench set, and you go in the hole and you turn the Allen wrench like you're loosening it, but it actually you're not taking a screw out, you're actually pushing a screw back into the handle, and then you take the wrench out and you slide the handle off. The cap pops off, and there's screws that hold it to the door. More than
Okay.
likely, you need service, and those are pretty hard to deal with. But if you like YouTube a video of quick set handle set repair, you'll probably see one of ours with everything that I just told you. So we can either schedule an appointment to come out and fix it, or you can try to DIY. But more than likely, it's because it's loose. Just needs to be maintenance
It just
and
makes
possibly a replacement part.
okay. How much y'all charge to come out?
Where is it located?
Now I'm out on the other side.
Yeah. Go YouTube me. Go YouTube me. And it looks like we got a deep cut as the last guy too. So on this one, what I'm gonna do, where'd my Sharpie thing go? This one I'm definitely gonna start with this front deep cut to get my bearings together, and then go from there. Ooh. So basically, we're gonna. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Shit. Hold on. Forgot the camera. So basically, I just marked that. Basically, this is the fourth wafer. Hey,
How's it going, man?
good.
I want to see if you could help me. I got an antique piece of furniture.
Okay,
I need to get 2 working keys.
okay. Probably be Wednesday or Thursday before I get out ready.
That's fine. No worries. Justin Williams, I think, maybe.
Yeah, this was the one from he told me on Reddit or something, I think.
So he took the lock out, and that's one of the other keys he had. That's the burglar. I told him I'd get him two matching working sets. Or not sets, but 2 matching keys to me.
Yes, I had an antique key just come in, or an antique lock. So, jeez. That was from Reddit too. Jeff Moss recommended me. SE lock and key. Okay, HUD discontinued that practice many years ago, but we can key them to a HUD key, but we do not sell HUD grade locks that are pre-keyed to that. It's You want it keyed only to the HUD key, or you want it master keyed to the HUD key? You just want it on the HUD key by itself? They're $10 to rekey your existing per cylinder. But if you're bringing them in, that's for you purchasing the lock and bringing it in. Like you going and buying a quick set lock. If you need us to supply the lock and the key, it's about 50 per key to your key. No, we don't sell them like that. We sell them individually, so we'll pull up the prices for you. Let me look up the prices. Hold on just a second. Close to keying it to that key, and the lock and deadbolt combination is going to run you about 85 each. For the knob and deadbolt combination. So a knob, a deadbolt, and keying them to your keys with tacks and everything is going to run about 85. Yeah. Yeah, your only other choice would be going and buying like quick set locks and having them key to it, but you can't key the HUD keys to a smart key lock, so you can't buy the smart key version. But Lowe's and all that sell regular style keys, locks, and deadbolts. So if you were to bring in those locks and they can be keyed, it's $10 per cylinder. No, ma'am, that's if you buy our hardware and key it to your key. It's about $85. If you go to Lowe's and buy a lock that can be keyed to that key and bring it to us, it's $10 each. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, all right. Thank you. You're not supposed to be keying locks to HUD keys anymore. May have to repaint those lines. I'm gonna double check that. Oh, actually, right. Yeah, may have to repaint a couple. Anyway, that's that. It is way past time for us to go. So let's put this guy over here until I get a chance to work on it. I'll probably come right back to this and knock that key out. Hopefully knock that key out. That's a thick key. Oh, microphone, come with me. We don't care. We're fully aware if these companies would call an actual locksmith to do this type of work instead of these people. She's 100% going to show up with smart key locks. 100%. All right. That time of day. Way past that time of day, all right? Let me catch up on the comments real quick. I thought about making a database, but no, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, Anthony, using the 7 cut, I know, right? I don't want to do it either because I hate that deep ass cut. Yeah, you want to see what came in? This one's from Reddit. Lord. They sent a key just so I'd have a key. They sent the broken key, and that does look like the key. It works fine. The blade height's right on. Talk about warding. A single lever probably, but like the front warding has the little grooves down in there. Alrighty then. Go back in the bag. And you get dealt with next week. Alrighty, thanks y'all. I mean, it works okay. You don't have to have the little round thing on the end of the key to turn it. Okay, scanning back over the comments. Yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. Whoever joined in while I was working, and I didn't ever get to say hey to you. I wasn't really paying attention to comments. Check this guy out. This is an interesting one. In that the spring goes from here underneath the bolt and hooks in right here to provide tension to make this loop out. Normally on locks like this, there's either the spring here or a spring along the top that does it, but this one actually goes, and you can see how the bolt is like actually like there's a hollow underneath, and it actually hooks into these two spots right here. So it goes under the bolt and then to here, making that kind of pop out. And this guy's actually pretty interesting too. Like it's a two-part, almost a two-part latch mechanism. This one's local, and I got to get that done because she's probably going to be calling me, yelling at me soon. Okay. This is why I'm backed up with this shit. This is why he just got told next week. Wait, which way is this guy? Nope. Yep. And while that is just a piece of flat steel bent right, I got to find the right thickness. It is a long spring. Pops it back out. Anyway, thanks for being here, y'all. Appreciate it. Maybe I'll try to. I don't know. I don't know what I got going on. I'm gonna go cut that key so that I'll be done with it, so that I can write up a bill. I know how much it's gonna be already, so y'all just keep your fingers crossed that I get that key on the first cut. I nail it on the first one. I'm gonna be very cautious with it because I don't want to have to redo it another one again. HUD locks. Hadn't heard that in a while. I was just mentioning that on the Locksmith subreddit, or the Locksmith Discord. Not our Discord, but the Locksmith Discord. We were talking about HUD keys. And then we get a person asking about a HUD key. HUD locks. So they're allotted $150 to do that. I mean, I ain't going out to a HUD house and opening it and changing the locks out for less than $150. So that means they're buying the locks for $10 each, and they're spending as little as possible. Yeah, we are still assembled. Let's get disassembled. Lock force, disassemble! Ah! Oh. Hey, good.
You guys have vintage door? Of course you do, huh?
We have some, but
Not many. Are they? Do you have the black one? Oh, you can go there.
they have more downtown at the Old House Depot place.
What is it called?
Old House Depot.
Okay. much is your winch chime?
That's not for sale.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Are y'all just picking up something? Because I'll need you to move your car if you're going to be gone for long. If you're
No,
going
we're
to.
not.
Okay. Yeah. Move your car. A-hole yourself. You're coming in here acting like a customer just so you can park out front. Oh, good. Thanks. Good to know, Nate G. I appreciate that because I do need to get more Houdini. I've only got 3 cans left, 3 retail cans left, and I only have like 1.5 actual cans of. I got half a can there, half a can there, an almost empty can there, and like almost empty can in the truck. So I literally need to replace 2 full cans for myself. I need to order like 2 cases. 12, 523. 523 times 24. No, I'll probably do 3 cases at that price. 36 times 523. $200 in lube. Yeah, no one's ever seen that trick before, right? Oh my gosh, you came in to ask a question just so that you would be a customer? Oh God, I hope y'all parked in my parking spot out back. That would be hilarious. Where'd y'all go? Also, don't call people names in front of your kid, lady. Just be respectful. Find somewhere else to park. I don't know why that back lot has having trouble today. You having trouble today? Don't know why, but you are. All right, so I got to get out of here. Y'all have a great weekend. I don't know how we're going to pull off the 4th, which is next week. Being a holiday, I guess Jason literally has to come up here for live. Or something. It's too hot to do it outside. I guess I can just come up here. Well, it's going to suck. Just coming up here just to do that, man. That just, ugh. 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 Anyway, we're just something. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm out. I'm kind of waiting for a second, just in case we have to flip the camera back up front. Why is this one having so much trouble today? Oh, there we go. Oh, so by the time you decided to open up, cute. Somebody getting DoorDash food out there. All right, thanks for being here, y'all. Yeah, it's Saturday, too. I need a home studio. Yeah, I don't have room for that either. I've got a big junk room I can make a home studio, but it's a big junk room. And now, 4th is Saturday. Yeah. Jason gets to come to work for live. Anyway, catch you.